Can TV's LOL Chicago, where you're seeing some of Chicago's best and brightest comedic stars on this stage. A big round of applause for your host this evening, Marz Tim. Hello. Thank you all for coming out. LOL Chicago's, Can TV's LOL Chicago. You guys are fabulous. Thank you guys for making it out to the show. We got a great set of comics here for you guys tonight. So we're going to get started, right? Yeah? Cool. Oh, my goodness. So much since we've had our last show here in Chicago. I'm sure we all heard about the whole Jussie Smollett thing, the actor from Empire. Yeah. Some people are like, who? Let me explain it. They film a little show here in Chicago called Empire, and there was an actor on it named Jussie Smollett, and he claimed that he was attacked here in downtown Chicago. Yeah, it's rough when they said it was Trump country here in Chicago. I do shows all across the country, and a lot of people were like, yeah, they said it was Trump country. And people in Chicago were like, no, we're not buying that. Not here in Chicago. Chicago is not Trump country. Not even close. And then even the address where he said it happened, it was like, oh, they recognized me from TV. It was like, that's Lower Wacker Drive. I think they got other things on their mind than watching Empire on television. I even looked up the weather that it was when he said he got attacked. He said it was 2 a.m, and I looked up the weather. It was 9 degrees outside. Look, we all know that Chicago weather, 9 degrees, 2 a.m. in the morning. You got your coat on, your hat on, your gloves on. I wouldn't recognize my own father at 2 a.m. in downtown Chicago. So, yeah, y'all, we're going to keep this going, right? Y'all seem primed and ready? All right. Coming to the stage, our very first comedian. He just recorded his first special, ladies and gentlemen, so you are in for a treat. A big round of applause for my man, Jayson Acevedo.
Muchísimas gracias. Bien feliz de estar aquí con todos ustedes, contar unos chistes para ustedes, para reírnos un poquito. Bien feliz de estar aquí en la televisión de Cannes. Sí, me gusta, bien. Pero unos chistes para ustedes. Voy a empezar con el chiste número 1. Estaba viendo Netflix el otro día y me puse a ver el presidente de los Estados Unidos. ¿Sí me entiende? El House of Cards. ¿Sí me entiende? House of Cards. Sí. No entiendo por qué el presidente estaba tocando a las muchachas. Yo no entiendo. Si él debe de estar aquí o aquí. ¿Sí me entiende? No aquí, pero aquí. ¿Sí me entiende? Para los Estados Unidos. Después me quería poner a llorar un poquito. Me puse a ver el 13 Reasons Why. ¿Sí? ¿Para qué se mató la gringa? ¿Para qué? ¿Sí? ¿Sí la vida bonita? ¿Sí? ¿La vida bonita? ¿La vida bonita? No, ¿la vida bonita? ¡Sí! 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 Ve Game of Thrones, yo no sé, quién sabe. I love doing that shit in front of white people. Love it so much they get nervous. Love it. I got a guy kicked out of a comedy club because he got angry that I was speaking in Spanish for so long. And I was like, sir, this is America. Learn the language. You know? It's great. Good to be here at Can TV. Glad they have one Latina and put her in the front. Good shit. Hell yeah. We are on our break. What's up? Good to see you. All right. I recently broke up with a white girl. Yeah, thank you. I clearly got custody of the infinity scarf. So, thank you very much. I look good tonight. I really look good. Like, you ever leave the house and you think to yourself, like, I would totally clone myself just to fuck myself? You do that? You also ever leave the house and you think to yourself, I should have wiped again? That's what's going on right now. But I would totally fuck me. You know what I'm saying? I would totally do that. I feel like I would suck a real mean dick. You know what I'm saying? You know? But I wouldn't go for my asshole, though. I would avoid my asshole. Like, I just turned 25 and just my asshole was wet. I don't know why. Just woke up with a wet asshole. Like, my asshole is like a February in San Diego. It's just warm and musty. I don't understand. It's like a broken chocolate frozen yogurt machine that someone just pulled too hard on. So, like, if my asshole had a name, it would be Muddy Waters. It's for the folks in the back over there. That's great. Like I said, I am Latino. That's cool. And we'll move on. Just want to state that. I had a friend one time tell me that I have a panini belly. Yeah, same reaction. Yeah. He said, you have one of those bellies where I could like lift up and I could put my hands underneath and I'll be warm every single time. And I was like, that seems inaccurate. And he was like, no, come over here, let me show you. And he put his hands underneath, right? And it was really weird because we were at a bus stop and it was the winter. It's like, just bring gloves. And he was right. He was right. It was frighteningly warm underneath my belly, right? So I wanted to go home and I wanted to test the whole panini theory out, right? So I got 2 pieces of bread, I buttered them up. And I put them under, like I'm laying down because standing up it would make no sense. And I put the 2 pieces of bread and I pressed down. It's the first time a guy goes, yeah, keep going. And that shit came out steaming after 3 minutes, and it had grill marks. So that's what happens when you have stretch marks underneath your belly. I'm an uncle now, that's cool. I'm gonna be an uncle again. My sister just had a gender reveal, not for herself, for the child. Having a second kid. The first one, he's half Mexican, half Colombian. His name is Liam, right? Yep. I don't know why people laugh at that. So it's just white people in the back just going, that's one of ours. Taking our names and our jobs. Am I right, Jim? You can tell he's half Mexican from a distance every single time that he cries. Every single time. I wanted to see what I could do to quiet him down. What's the first thought that comes to mind when you want to quiet down a baby? Anybody? Exactly, murder. No, the first thought that came to my mind was smooth jazz, right? Now, I don't play the trumpet, but I play the trumpet, right? So I'm holding him in my arms for the very first time. Look him in the face, and I just go. Yeah, you can clap. And ladies, if you like that, you should let me eat you out. What? You don't look single. I'm gonna end it real quickly with this. One more joke, if that's cool. I'm a huge fan of Adele. Do you like Adele? Are you single? You're not? No to which one? All right. Well, fuck it. We'll keep going. I am Adele. That's who I'm loyal to. I know what love is. So I'm a huge fan of Adele. I'm an Uber driver. I actually majored in Uber driving in college and minored in overeating. And I remember the very first time that I was Uber driving, Adele's new album had just come out, right? And I had a random woman come in, right? Not random through Uber. She came into the car. She came into the car. I'm bumping some Adele, and she goes, "Who is this?" And I go, This is Adele. She says, "This is a new album, yeah?" And I'm like, yeah, it is. She's like, "Oh, what song is this?" And I go, "When We Were Young." And it's just by herself in the back of the car, and she just goes, "Sing it to me." So I'm like, sure, if that's what middle-aged white women are into, why not? So I'm there in the front. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me. Is this doing anything for you? When we were young, let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were scared of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young. And then we crashed. Guys, thank you so much. You've been great. Have a good one.
Keep it going. One more big round of applause for Jayson Acevedo. That's right. Check out his comedy special called Lonely Wit. Lonely Wit. Woo! I saw you back there in the red. You was rolling over back there. You was enjoying yourself. All right, we're going to keep this going. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, very funny man. He has a radio show. It's weekly. It's called Bottom of the Barrel on Q4 Radio. A big round of applause for Mr. Thomas Bottoms.
Round of applause for Jayson Acevedo, everybody. Lo siento, esta sesión solamente en... hablo español poquito, tengo muchos problemas con vocabulario. Estoy cansado de vender mi cuerpo per dinero per drogas. No one understands Spanish. Oh, you got that. All right, good. And I also will not be singing. I was tempted to, but I recently sang Fire and Desire at a memorial service. And unlike Jayson, I try to stretch my Madonna vocals to Tina Marie. Yeah, you're shaking your head no. You're like, oh God, no. All right, so for the white people in the audience, Fire and Desire is a Rick James, Tina Marie song, 7 minutes long. Tina Marie shows up at the 3-minute, 40-second mark, howling throughout the entire song. And when I try to hit those notes, no, even try to aim, the audience said, oh Lord, put these coyotes out of their misery. Just make it stop. I'm high-strung and neurotic today. My company had their whole take your child to work day. Oh yeah, I'm a gay man with 5 cats. I don't want to deal with anything I can't euthanize. Whenever I think I might possibly want to have a child, I just go to Walmart on a Saturday afternoon. I am cured. Oh yeah, I've got 5 cats. My boyfriend and I, we moved in together. We merged my 1 cat with his 4 cats. Or as I like to call it, Boogie and the Wicked Stepsisters. All the cats are female, so we have more cat fights than the Real Housewives of Atlanta marathon. And the names, we have Boogie, Satin, Jasper, Erlon, Cuddle Pants. Stripper names. Cuddle Pants is a stripper name. She's a dancer that's a little slow. Oh, goodness. Okay, I guess I'm the only one who lives down the street from the Admiral. All right. Yeah, I hate my day job. I have to cross a train track to get to work, and someone's like, and it occurred to me, if I threw myself in front of this train, I wouldn't have to go to work. And a friend of mine said, there's other ways to get out of work. I said, I know, but I don't want to use my sick days. My boss, he's always in my business. He's like, Thomas, there's no I in team. And I look at him and said, yeah, and there's no us in promotion. There is a me in team, though, but you gotta take it the back way. So in case you haven't already caught on, not only am I flaming, I'm soon to be fired. It's okay. It's good, because my coworkers have tried to play those little jokes with me, like, oh, hey, Thomas, we're making coffee just the way you like it, black. I'm like, now hold up, there's many ways you can take your coffee. You can have plain black coffee. That's the Wesley Snipes that gives you Bernie Mac eyes. You can then have your black coffee with some sugar. I call that the Tay Diggs. Amen, yes. And then you have your coffee with a little cream, little sugar. That's your Michael B. Jordan, if you will, the Denzel Washington. Lots of people can handle their coffee that way. Then you have your coffee with the heavy cream, no sugar. That's called the Terrence Howard. I actually watch Empire. When Cookie took a baseball bat to his head, I was like, you can tell he's acting because he did not hit her back. Then there's the coffee with heavy sugar, heavy cream. That's just the shimmer more. And then they're like, well, what about your iced coffee? And I'm like, iced coffee, I'll take it any way presented. That's called the LL Cool J. Yes. Hello. I was one time in a bookstore looking at his workout book, page after page, in a tank top askew, just rapping and sweating. And a friend's like, Thomas, you gonna buy the book? I'm like, buy the book? I'm gonna ask if they have a back room. Oh goodness, it's 2019. I did some New Year's resolutions. I gave up alcohol and 420 for New Year's. And those were the worst 10 days of my life. It really was. I missed all the after Christmas sales. I mean, I know I can't drink like I used to because, you know, all my friends are in AA. But it's okay, life's too short to be sober. I'm also improving my diet. I'm taking a vegetarian diet. I've given up beef, pork, chicken. As a gay man, I never ate fish. But I do wish there was an easier way to lose the weight. Because I look at anorexics and I'm like, oh God, if only I had that willpower. I look at bulimics and think, oh God, if only I had a gag reflex. And by the way, if you're booking for anything, like I've done comedy for 10 years, I am tired of relying on talent. I am so ready for the casting couch. All right, I had a voiceover audition about 6 years ago. That was not a microphone, but it was a 30-second audition. But I'm also adding exercise to my workout. I work out every day, 3 times a week on an elliptical. As I watch pornography. Hey, I want to set realistic body goals. Good, you'll get that one, thank you. And there was one model one day, like he had really beautiful brown eyes showing every inch of his body, so I called him Triclops. Yay, someone got that one, thank you. Oh. And I'm also gonna do an exercise that I know will work. Jane Fonda aerobics. Hello, she looks amazing. I mean, I put in the video, she smiles, she's like, do the knee lifts. Sunshine arms, out, in. I call this move pay the landlord. I have not been evicted. I did see Captain Marvel over the weekend. Yes, 90s nostalgia, you know, a happier time when Sally Struthers was like, feed the children. Now we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders, cage the children. It's crazy. The issue of abortions come up again. I'm pro-choice because as a gay man, when my partner calls me and says, I'm late, I just call the restaurant and change the reservation. My problems are solved for 18 minutes, 18 hours, 18 years. There's actually a senator in Oklahoma that wants to pass an ordinance that life begins at male ejaculation. That it should be against the law for a man to ejaculate anywhere but female genitalia. And you know what? I agree with this. How do we get this matter in hand? Because every day, millions of babies are dying in towels, tissues, gym socks, drowning in the shower. And Lord knows how many children I've cannibalized. I'm Thomas Bottoms, thank you.
Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! All right, we are going to keep this show rolling. Your next comedian coming to the stage. He's one of the producers of Foreplay Fridays at the Iron Flats building. A big round of applause for Jamal Guichon.
Good evening, whites. The random Concito crew. I think Thomas was trying to say that he's gay. I think that's the message he was trying to convey. I was in the Air Force. Exactly the response I'd expect from liberal white people and liberal blacks. Do not give a fuck about the military. The only person who cares less about my military service than you guys is my 9-year-old asshole daughter, Aaliyah. She does not give a fuck. The other day I was going to walk her dog. It's become my dog. That's what happens when you get your asshole daughter a dog. It's an all-white multi-poo named Bruce. White people in the neighborhood are no longer afraid of me. Makes me very sad because fear is useful. I'm going to walk my nigga Bruce. And I say, you know what, Aaliyah? You don't love me. You don't care about me. I went to war for you. And she said, I don't care. She put on her headphones. My daughter's fully black, but she has a white girl accent. Mm-hmm. She, hi. Why you act like you knew that already? Miss Auntie. She's growing up in an all-white suburb named Algonquin. You whites are very petty, naming an all-white suburb Algonquin. Oh man is right, brother. About to get some education. I've known her and her mother haven't cared about my service for a while though. When I was deployed to Afghanistan, they sent me one package alone. Inside of this package contained 3 things. The first thing was a scribbled up picture. That shit was not art, my nigga. I know art, I'm an artist. That shit was not art. The second thing was a single gift card to Applebee's for $9. Oh, where the fuck is my child support going to? This shit is not even an appetizer. You know all the deals. So right after the casino, you about to slide to Chili's. We see you. We see you, auntie. We see you. This is a Groupon. That's how you got here. Wild Monday night for you, huh, sister? The last thing, auntie, that was in the package was a single bottle of Michael Jordan cologne. I was like, she wants the terrorist to find me. Unless this shit is gonna make me shoot like MJ, I don't think I need it. That wasn't the worst part about the deployment. Wanna know the worst part? It's men and women. They're not allowed to be in the same quarters, so we have to fuck outside. Have you ever ate pussy in a sandstorm, sir? Not yet. You never will. You don't have to make up for it, dude. You know what PTSD stands for? Pussy to sanity disorder. It's what all the veterans are suffering from. I want you to know I ate the pussy anyway, though. I'm a patriot. When I came back from this deployment, a couple of my high school friends, they threw me a party in the club. They think that's what young black guys like. Parties in the club. My dad is an OG fuckboy and narcissist. That's where I get it from, so he showed up. My father's on his 4th wife, 2nd white wife, 4th wife overall. Yeah. Me and Holly are the same age. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me, she acts like she didn't write in my yearbook. Like, bitch, it's right here. You wrote keep in touch. When I come in the club, the DJs, they shout me out. They say, Sergeant Guichon, welcome home from 6 months in Afghanistan. And my dad, not to be outdone, he pulls me aside and he says, son, I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry I didn't write you. 2 more bottles of goose for my son. let me borrow $300. What is the point of having a white wife if you still have to borrow money? I don't understand. All right, that's my time. My name is Jamal Guichon. Thank you.
Jamal Guichon. Keep that applause going for serving in the military. All right, your next comedian, she runs a show at the Virgin Hotel called... You all right? Something wild happened to you at the Virgin Hotel? This happened at the 50s McDonald's. Ah! At Payless Shoe Store. Oh, Jesus. The Virgin Hotel. Little show called Come Correct Chicago. It's half comedy, half fashion show. A big round of applause for Paige Blair. I'm messing with Paige Blair.
Keep it going for Marz, your host. How are we doing, everybody? Yeah? Yeah, give it up for the virgins in the audience. Yeah. This guy's like, I won't pick on you. Now, do we have any, Jamal was talking about his dog. Do we have any dog lovers in the audience? Oh, yeah. Do you have a dog? What's its name? Star Fox. That's cool. Yeah. It's a video game. Yeah, got it. Yeah. No, it's cool. I just know that Star Fox is like at your house right now looking at the door like, where are you? And like if Star Fox could text you, it'd just be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Where are you? I love dogs so much, I just can't have one right now because it's too much work to clean up after my own hair. You know what I mean? So sometimes I just like troll around the neighborhood looking for a dog to pet. And I feel like if all the dogs in Chicago got together and formed their own Me Too movement, I would be like culprit number one. Okay? I like to like see a dog from a block away and like make eye contact and be like, come right to me, little baby. And then if the owner doesn't really want to stop, I just like lean back and get a touch when they pass by. That's great. Now my mom got a dog recently, which is cool because like now we finally have something to talk about. You know what I mean? Just like turn on the puppy channel and narrate what it's doing. The other day she was like, I want to get a DNA test done. I was like, on the dog? And she was like, no, on us. I was like, Ma, come on. Save your $120, okay? I can already tell you, we're 3 parts white and 1 part racist grandpa. I'd be like, make some noise if you have a racist grandpa, but... Cool. Thank you. I'm proud of you. Me too. No, it's cool. I do study neo-Nazis and white supremacists for my day job. Just one way to be closer to my dad. I learned something really interesting recently, though. Do you guys know the most commonly used emoji in neo-Nazi chat groups? Any guesses? No. Any guesses? Confederate flag? Is that an emoji? Yeah. We're in this together. I like you. No guesses. Okay, so it used to be Pepe the Frog for a little while. Then they were using the A-OK finger. Okay, and now what they're using is the white glass of milk emoji to represent, to represent white power, which doesn't make any sense at all because everybody knows that cows are biracial. You know what I mean? I've like for sure never seen an all-white cow. Not once. I do not know where they're getting this milk from, right? That photo of those guys in Charlottesville really bugs me. I just don't think they understand that taxes aren't considered oppression. And it also kind of looks like they orchestrated their shirts via group text and planned their protest based on when Home Depot was having a sale on tiki torches. Okay, right? But now in hindsight, it makes so much sense. If they're consuming all this dairy, they're probably just experiencing like massive gas pains. And that's what they're so upset about. We've been talking about sex. If I talk about sex, are you guys gonna judge me? No. No? Can I just get like verbal consent from the audience on 3? We say yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. And if you didn't say yes, I don't know what to tell you. You came to a comedy show. You're practically asking for it. I don't know. I think dirty talk is like super hilarious, especially out of context. You know what I mean? You're like, who the fuck said that? It's like you're awake and you're talking, but you're kind of asleep, right? And usually you can just, they're like, I'll call you back. I'll call you back right now. Someone's talking about dirty talk, I have to go. And then they're like, I remember what you said last night, and that was nasty. That was freaky. That's what happens, like after the fact you reflect on it, you're like, wow, cool, right? And usually you can just like totally roll with it, and it's fine. But there was a time that I had to be like, wait 1 second, okay? And this is what he said. He was like, baby girl, I want you to suck the shit out of my dick. And you've said that. I can tell. You're laughing because you for sure said that. A bunch of times. How are you guys related? It's like, this is my son. This is my son. I taught him everything he knows about how to talk to a lady. That's amazing. Right? I mean, you just say stuff. It just comes out. You just go with it, right? But this time I was like, hold on 1 second, okay? What is shit doing in your dick? We are connecting on a real level right now, right? And I was just like, how did that get there? How did that get there? And what makes you think that I'm the one to be getting that out? You know, like, that's not my job at all. That's a doctor. That's a doctor thing, I think, right? And then he was like trying to save the mood, and he was like, Paige, okay, hold on 1 second. Tell me what you want me to do to you. And I was like, you know, I'm like a little shy. I was like, I want you to text me every day, good morning. Right? That sounds super hot. I want to go out to dinner and talk about my goals. I'm like, are you still hard? He's like, no. I did start a new relationship recently. Give it up for that. Thank you. Thank you. You're the only one not clapping, sir. No, it's funny, and we're getting to that stage where we're like really being honest about what we're into, what we want to happen. I feel embarrassed looking right at you because you remind me of my grandma, and I just don't want to talk about this in front of you. But he. Okay, great. Hell yeah. Okay. You're fun. You are fun. And he was like, okay, you know, he was like, tell me what you're into. And I was like, okay, here's like a fantasy I've always had. I want you to come over one night after work, use my keys, like wake me up, like be wearing a mask. Maybe it's kind of forceful. I don't know. Okay. And he was like, that's dark. That's kind of fucked up. What do you think that's about? I was like, I don't know, actually. I think I just kind of like the idea of you having a set of keys to my apartment. I think that's what I'm into. All right, I've been Paige Blair. Thank you guys so much.
Paige Blair! Oh, Paige was talking about her grandfather was a white supremacist. Oh, bragging that she knows her grandfather. That's what I thought that was. Right. I have no idea what my grandpa's into. The earth? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? So, you guys, special treat for me having this person on the show. He's like one of my best friends in comedy, and it's hard to find really good friends in comedy because most of us are so shallow. Me, I'm talking about myself. But he was one of my best friends in comedy, and then he got a wife who's very lovely, and then he moved out of the country to Canada with his wife, and she took you away from me! But tonight I have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Sam Norton.
Keep it going for my black friends. My one black friend, Marz Thames. Hi, I am, like Marz said, I am in a interracial marriage. Thank you. I like to tell people, so that way they're very disappointed to find out she's not black. Yeah, you can. There's a couple people like, oh, what? Yeah, she's Chinese. Gotcha. Haha. Everybody, thank you. One supportive mom. The rest of you are a little racist, I think. Because that happens all the time where I'm like, I'm in interracial marriage. And people are like, oh, you white boy? Oh, yeah, look at you. Way to go. I'm like, yeah, here's my wife. And they're like, oh, liar. Okay, cool. I mean, technically, I guess, but happens all. I actually had a dude, he got like kind of mad. I was like, I'm in interracial marriage to a Chinese woman. He's like, that doesn't count. I'm like, what do you mean that doesn't count? I'm not Chinese. He's like, yeah, but she's Asian, you're Caucasian, that both has Asian in it. I'm like, oh, what? And then he went a step farther. I was like, no, dude, we're different races. It counts. And he's like, no, man, interracial is black and white, all right? I've been to porno websites. Asian has its own tab. I'm like, it's pretty messed up. I love my wife, though. I know that's weird to hear. A 30-year-old comedian say that he loves his wife. I'm supposed to be a character, come up here and be like, I'm in an unhappy marriage to a big, fat, dumb, ugly idiot. It's like, no, I love her. That's why I married her, because she's better than all of you. Like, that's how that works. Like, I married the one that's the best. She's great. I find her very attractive, right? She's super sexy. And I miss her when I go out on the road, because I do this for a living, right? Go out on the road. And she's so cool, because she'll, like, send me pictures and videos. Yeah, get a little steamy. Yeah, very supportive. Super cool lady, right? Sometimes she takes requests. She'll send me a text like, hey, I'm at home alone thinking about you. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Do it. And she's like, no, tell me what to do. What do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, grab a pickle. I don't care. What? I don't do it. I don't know. I'm too excited. I don't know. Sometimes she'll just send me a video without, like, me even asking. And I'm just, like, walking. I'm, like, shopping, like, oh. I love it. I love it every time. The only thing I don't like is the other dudes involved. But other than that, I very much... I find my wife so incredibly attractive, black, older version of me, that I play. Can someone get a camera on just me in the future? Can we? Here, stand up. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Grandpa. Here we go. Hey! Give it up for future Marz and I's baby. That was a weird laugh. I do love my wife so much that I got her pregnant. Yeah. Oh, all right. You're all into that. Settle down, man. Were you in the videos that she's sending me? I knew I recognized you. So yeah, made a little interracial baby. Yeah, because I'm on my wife like right on rice. She's so sexy. We made a little interracial baby. She's half me, half my wife. I'm Irish American, which is just white trash. This is what this is. I know you guys are confused. You're like, what? You're white trash? I thought you were a lesbian leprechaun. And then she's half my wife, who's Chinese Canadian, Canadian, right? It's like a little white trash Canadian. We like to call her a ranch dumpling. Yeah, exactly. So I got a baby. Never thought I'd be a dude that's got a baby. Never wanted him. It's never one of those people that. But I was also never one of those people that hate babies. And I still don't understand those type of people where they just hate babies. Like you ever get onto a plane and there's a crying baby and someone's just sitting next to you and they just lose their damn minds. You just sit down and baby starts crying, wham, and the dude next to you is just like, God damn it! Ah! Every time I get on a plane, there's a freaking baby crying! And you're like, dude, settle down. No! Every time! Shut that baby up! Like, all right. Don't yell at the baby. It's not done. It's not a person, okay? It's crying because it doesn't understand the world, all right? It's not a human being yet. It can't even hold up its neck, and you're expecting it to understand flight? Like, settle down, man. It's going to cry. It's going to be a little bit of emotional roller coaster for this thing. So my wife's a clinical psychologist, right? She's a doctor in psychology, which is how I afford these fancy clothes, okay? And she explained to me why babies are so emotional. It's because between, when you're born and up to about the age of 2, your brain is not fully done, okay? It's still cooking. You still got neurons and synapses creating and firing, right? Which is why you can't remember anything before the age of 2, all right? And she said this to me as a metaphor that I'm going to give to you because it explains every baby you've ever seen, all right? Every baby under the age of 2 years old you have ever seen is basically on a 2-year acid trip. Exactly. And that explains every baby because they look like they're mid-peak, just, ah! 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 What's that? Ah! They're just tasting things that aren't there, just, ah! 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 This blanket feels good. What's that? What was that? Ah! It's every baby. And that's why I feel bad. Like, I want to hold my daughter all the time, but you don't. Like, if you've ever been around somebody who's high on drugs, you got to be really, like, reaffirming to it. That's why you pat a baby on the back. You're just like, everything's going to be okay. Everything. That's what you do when someone's had too much acid. You give them a sugar cube, and you're like, it's going to be okay. The walls will stop melting, right? But with my baby, I just want to play with her because she's a little chubby, cute little. All I want to do is just like pick her up and jostle her about and just yell in her face like, "I love you." But like, if you're on acid, that's the most terrifying thing you could have happen. Imagine you're high on mushrooms, right? And then a giant comes and picks you up and rolls you around, then speaks a language into your face that you don't understand. Just a giant coming up to you like, it's like, yeah, you're going to crap your pants and cry on the plane. That's what's going to happen. All right, guys, my name is Sam Norton. I got to get out of here. I love you. Bye.
One more big round of applause for Sam Norton. Oh, that is good. That's good. Oh, here, you come here, right here. Yeah, Sam said you look like him, but you look a little more. This is my father. Yes, Sam. I'm actually his baby. Sam was like, this is what our baby's gonna look like. It was just like, I think that happened already. I am the baby. You got something you want to tell me, Dad? You and Sam made me? What happened to Mom? All right. So, you guys coming to the stage, your headliner. You may have seen her on Comedy Central. She was on Last Comic Standing. She has her own podcast. She has her own YouTube channel called Be Less Petty. I am honored to introduce Kellye Howard.
Turn up. You know what? That water is a perfect example of how my bladder works. It just happened, and I'd be like, well, I guess I'm pissing on myself. All right. This is going down. That's cool. How y'all doing? Give it up for all the comics you've seen thus far. Marz up here doing his thing. Sam and I both have Asian mates. My husband's Asian also. Yeah. Y'all didn't want to clap for that, you petty mother. You hating? Look at him. He like, damn, I thought I was going to get that. No. Nope, it's taken. Yes. Yeah, my husband's Asian. He is. He's half Japanese and half Chinese. Damn. What the hell you done been with a Japanese before? She like, oh boy. Yeah, he's half Japanese and half Chinese. That's still all Asian, though. Yeah. Yeah, it works for me, too. Because when he have his little attitudes and shit, he come in the house all getting mad. And I'm like, bro, just go and chill out. What are you, having an international conflict? Get out my face. I know this is not about me. I read an article that said black women and Asian men are the least desirable mates in the world. Ain't that crazy? In the world. That's everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Blew my mind. Arguments did cease in our house though once I read it, because ain't no point in arguing. He come in talking crazy. I'd be like, bitch, don't nobody want you. He like, don't nobody want you. Touche. I think my husband is very desirable, actually. Now, I would appreciate him having the ability to grow a little facial hair, but that is not a deal breaker. Just a little something, a little stubble so I can feel it on the way up. Scratching me like, oh, stop. You tickling me. Instead, he like a slug sliding up my leg. I be looking down like I am fucking a 9-year-old boy. But I don't want him to stop. Aggressive. I couldn't figure out why black women was considered undesirable, so I had to look it up. I Googled it. I was like, black women, undesirable. Why? Bunch of articles came up all saying the same shit. That we're aggressive and intimidating. And I was like, damn. All of us? Like even Michelle? Not Obama, my cousin. One of the nicest people you'll know. I'm serious, like how can we all be aggressive? We're not aggressive, we're stressed the fuck out, okay? There is a difference. I live in an all-white neighborhood, north suburb, because we're trying to give our children your life, white people. It's stressful, okay? It is. Like I had suspicions that my next door neighbor was racist, so I called him out on it. I saw him one day at the Starbucks, right? I was just sitting there waiting for the police. And y'all know, because I hadn't ordered yet. So I was sitting there and I saw him and I was like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity. And he walked in and I was like, hey, yo, Donald, you a racist. And he was like, how, Kellye? How? How am I racist? Tell me. I was like, well, first of all you got is white kids in your house. Why is that? I got black and Asian over here. What are you doing to diversify the nation? With that bland ass house. Plus your dog name is Meredith, and that's dumb as fuck. I hate people that name their dog real human names. That drives me crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like my dog name is Chico Sticks, okay? Appropriate dog name. If Chico Sticks come up missing, we all know what we looking for, right? But if Meredith come up missing, you got Amber Alerts and search parties. This bitch name scrolling across CNN. I hate Meredith. That bitch got 7 North Face jackets. Why? Why do she have that many coats? I saw her earlier when I was leaving the house. She was outside, walking herself. Had a little shit bag in her mouth. Bitch walked past me with a pair of Uggs on. I said, I should rob this bitch. Won't nobody even know. She ain't supposed to have on no shoes. I knew they was crazy about their dogs when I first moved over there, though, because this one white lady ran up to me. She was hysterical. She was like, oh, my God, I lost my dog. Can you help me find him? I'm like, yeah, calm down. What does he look like? She was like, he had on a red polo and some khaki pants. Yeah, bitch, I think I saw him at Target. Please get the fuck out my face. I'm stressed out, man. But I'm about to relieve some aggression and some stress because my kids, my daughters, them bitches, oh, they leaving for college this year. I can't wait. I can't wait. You have no idea. Both of them are leaving. I have a 17 and 18-year-old daughter, and they think I'm excited because they got accepted. No. I'm excited because them bitches leaving. I'm so happy. And they're like, Mom, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to be an empty nester, Mom. What are you going to do? Live, bitch. For the first time in my life. That's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to masturbate all over the house. That's what I'm going to do. Everywhere. I'm going to masturbate on their bed like, They gonna come back for Christmas break. I'm gonna be like, don't sit there, bitch. Don't sit there. Let it dry first, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my fucking spoons back. That's what I'm gonna do. What do kids do with spoons? Can somebody tell me this shit? What do they do with spoons? We got 3 spoons in our house. It's 4 of us. We can't even eat soup as a family. You don't know what I'm going through. I'm gonna masturbate on the porch in front of my neighbors. Like, I ain't got no kids in my house. While eating a bowl of cereal with my spoons. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a very honest parent. I am. I try to keep it real with them bitches. Like, my daughter came to me the other day all stressed out about her final senior paper on pro-life and pro-choice. She's like, Mom, I don't even know where to start. There's so many different perspectives. And I'm like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Think about it like you and your older brother. She says, but I don't have any brothers. Exactly. Looks like you get it then, don't you? Go ace that paper, baby girl. You can do it. You can do anything. You're a survivor. I know that sounds mean. That sounds like a mean joke. I'm not actually that mean of a parent. Most of the parents at the school envy me. They come up to me all the time asking me for tips and tools because of how much my kids talk about how much they love being around me. They're like, how do you get your teenage daughters to love spending time with you? And I'm like, that's simple. Neglect. The less time you spend with them bitches, the more they want, okay? They be like, at least feed us first. Pizza rolls in the oven. When it go ding, you winning. I am a very honest parent. I'd rather be, you know what, here's the thing. I'd rather keep it real with my kids and expose them before they get out into the world, you know? Because the world is gonna show them shit that I can't show them. So I try to let them know in the house. Like when they go 18, 19-year-old other kids coming up to my kids talking about, hey girl, let's have some fun. Let's pop some Molly. My daughter gonna be like, psh, Molly, bitch, that was my 16th birthday. We was turned up. You wanna see my mama twerking? I expose my kids is what I'm saying. I do, fuck them bitches. People get mad that I call my daughter bitches. They do. They get offended. I've had people come up to me after shows just distraught that I would say that. Like, oh my God, how could you do that? How could you just get on that stage in front of an entire audience and call them bitches? How? And I'm like, excuse me, sir. I have a 17 and an 18-year-old daughter. That's how. That is prime bitch age, if you didn't know it, okay? Not only that, bitches come in all ages, not just 17 and 18, because in the dictionary, under the second definition of bitch, it says difficult, irritating, and annoying, which means everybody in here has a bitch at home. Not as much laughter? I love that. I do, because that means you're the bitch at home. Welcome to the comedy show, bitches. Now, that's not the reason I call them bitches. I'm gonna be honest with you. I call them bitches because they walk around the house with their little volleyball shorts on and they sports bras with their stretch mark free bellies and they tiny nipples parading the body I would have had I not had they ass. Bitch, go put some clothes on. They wouldn't like it if I walked around the house with my size B cup and my double D nipple just swinging. I got some big dumbass nipples. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Me and my husband, we try to get intimate. He be sucking my titty like he trying to crack open a sunflower seed. He just trying to get through to the nipple. I didn't even realize I had big nipples till one day I went to Whole Foods without a bra on, right? I was like, you know what? It ain't no big deal. I'm just grabbing one item. Who gonna notice? I get to the checkout, this little young millennial chick is all excited to see me, talking about, oh my God, you're my shero. I'm like, what? She was like, I wanna do that. I'm like, what? That. It's like, bitch, what are you talking about? I wanna get my nipples pierced too. nipples ain't pierced. Where's your manager? What the hell is wrong with this broad? This that rub, you know what I'm talking about, girl, right here, where you try to put them back away. It's not time, y'all, it's not time. Stressed out. I just wish, you know what, I really wish that, even with all my body deformities, I just wish that I was more of a sexual being for my husband, because I'm not that sexual with my husband. You know, I have multiple sclerosis, so I don't even think about sex. Like, that's the first thing that that disease, like, sucks the drive out of you. I don't even know if it's disease. I just use it, though. I'd be like, it's the multiple sclerosis. Don't touch me. He come in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? All horny and shit, trying to rub me under the sheets. Talking about, you feel that? You feel that? You like that? I say the same thing every time I turn around. Like, I know you see this goddamn snowsuit. I don't want it. Don't touch me. I wish I was more sexual, though, because my husband was the first man to ever make me have an orgasm. Yeah. It's a big deal. And he Asian, bitch, what? Stereotype debunked, okay? Yes. It's for real, because I've seen Asian porn. We've all seen Asian porn, so I didn't know what I was going to get, you know what I mean? I've seen it, you know, when they're hitting it from the back, but they don't come out, they just be right here the whole time. And then they walk away, you be like, what happened? What happened? Is he going to the bathroom? Will he be back? So I didn't know what to expect. But he was the first man to make, and this is a big deal. This is huge. I don't mean no little bullshit ass orgasm. You know what I mean? Like the one y'all gonna have in an Uber on the way home. You know what I mean? That shit here. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a for real orgasm. Penis in vagina. Old school. That's a big deal. You know only 12% of women have them? 12%, yes, this is a real 12% of women have them. We're gonna do a poll, because I wanna make sure y'all can see what really goes on. This is a real thing. Ladies in here, round of applause. If you ever, and don't fucking lie, support me on this shit. Round of applause if you've ever had an orgasm. Via penetration. Okay, 4 women, somebody lying. It's cool though. It's all good though, I'm gonna let y'all have that lie on TV and shit. But it's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? And then we as women, we internalize that shit and we be at the doctor crying, right? Telling us, I don't know what's wrong, I'm just not having them. And then she asking dumbass questions like, well, are you eating avocados? And you like, no, I'm not eating avocados. Avocados is 2 for $10 right now. Who the fuck is just eating avocados? I got HMO, know your clients. But my husband, it was simple. It was simple, he just slid in there. It was easy. And it was different from what I was used to because it was sensual. He held me, you know what I mean? He made me feel loved and comforted. And I wasn't used to that. I was used to dudes, you know. Take this dick! Take it! Take it! Is this love? I was used to getting fucked. So for him to be so sensual, it was something I wasn't used to. You know, he slid in there, and when he first started, it was crazy because all the lights in the room was on, right? And then they just went off. It was like some type of ancient Chinese ritual. I'm for real, I looked up, it was monks lying all along the bed, humming, holding candles. I don't know why they was humming Lean on Me. That's what I heard, okay? That's what I heard. Confucius was on the back wall scribing. It was a dog in the corner rooting us on. He had on a red polo and some khaki pants. He was like, hit that shit, bro! And he just kept it right there. And it was crazy because his breath had this aroma, and he had a with every pump, you know? He said, and his breath, it had like a hint of rice on it, and that shit turned me on. I was like, what is that, jasmine? Basmati? Is that? No, rice-a-roni. You got rice-a-roni on your breath? It's amazing. I started seeing these flashing lights. I thought I was finna die. I thought this was it, right? And I was like, oh shit, I'm finna die. This is it, this is it. And then I looked down, it was just my iPhone. I was getting text messages, so I had to knock that shit off and focus. And then I came. And I was like, I need to tell somebody. Hence me doing it here on Can TV. I also took him over all my ex-boyfriend's house though. I was like, you know what, y'all need to see him. Y'all gotta see. So I like showed up with him. Come on, baby, let him see you. Oh wait, this is inaccurate. Okay. You see this? Some motherfucking man right here. Oh, he hates that joke. He's like, why you gotta make me look small on stage? He always say that. I ain't that short. Could you imagine if my husband was this height though? And I ever did get horny, you know what I'm saying? I could just walk up and be like, ah, yeah, honey, get it done. Get it done, get it done. Nah, he's not though. He's about right there. Easy nipple access. You guys have been amazing. I'm Kellye Howard. Have a good night.
One more time for Kellye Howard. And keep that going for all the comics you've seen tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to Can TV's LOL Chicago. We will be back next month with another show, so tell all your friends, RSVP to the show, RSVP at cantv.org. Thank you to everybody in the sound booth, all the camera people, and of course, we can't do this all without you. I've been your host, Marz Timms. Thank you all and have a good night.